Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kat. It has been like a hot minute since I've shared any makeup videos or eyeshadow swatches or anything like that, and I'm back today to do that. I was at Winners yesterday and I picked up a new karabeauty palette, and it is Ride the Wave. Not Ride the Wave, I was gonna say that. But it's called Ride the Wave. And it has like the most beautiful blues and purples and greens that I've ever seen. I was hoping that I could add the Jeffree Star Blue Blood to my collection, but I'm kind of over the Jeffree Star phase that I was going through, and I'm not into spending $85 on an eyeshadow palette. So I picked this girl up for $12.99 at Winners yesterday. Look at the colors in there. Freaking stunning. Stunning, stunning. I have green eyes, so blue eyeshadow looks really good on my eyes. Like, it just makes my emerald eyes pop, and it accentuates the green in my eyes. And I just, every time I've worn green eyeshadow, it's just made my eyes look like fire. So I'm going to show you guys some swatches and then maybe put a little bit of color on my eyes. So if you're into that, then stay tuned, because we're going to get into it. See if you can see, it has some greens, everything like to do with the water. And we'll start at the top with one called White Sand, and then Sea Salt, Baby Blue, and The Waves. So there's those 4 colors. And we'll just go ahead. This one is White Sand, and it's like a glittery. And then we have Sea Salt, Baby Blue, and The Waves. That one I got with my pinky, so it's not the greatest swatch. So there's those first 4 swatches. So pretty. I love this glitter one. Let's grab a Kleenex. I have wipes that I got from BoxyCharm that I use for doing these swatches because I find them so abrasive. I find them so abrasive on my face that it just rips apart my skin. They're from Julep Beauty. They're makeup remover wipes, but they've got witch hazel in them, and I don't break out very often, so I just use them pretty much for the swatches. So next we are going to Reflection. Set You Free, and Frosted. Oh my goodness, look at those colors. This one is Frosted, Set You Free, and Reflection. So those are those 3. Look at this one, it just shines. So pretty. I always keep looking back and I'm like, $12.99? Wow. And there were like 3 other palettes in the same pile. Lagoon, Ooh, that one's like a periwinkle color. Cosmos. An Endless Ocean. This one's so pretty. This one's called Cosmos. Lagoon is like that periwinkle color. And then Endless Summer. With a primer, those would look so nice. They look nice without a primer. But with a primer, I think it just makes it pop. Even with, like, if you had the proper primer, like I use an Avon primer a lot of the time, and it's like a clean canvas primer. So it even takes away like this busted blood vessel that I have there on my eye. Let's Sailing. Vintage Blue. Ooh, now we're getting into some greens, or aqua. Crystal Clear. Look at that. So pretty. I don't have a lot of blue eyeshadows, and like I've been wearing blue eyeshadow for a long time. And people would be like, that's a lot of blue eyeshadow. I'm like, go back to your troll house and come back and talk to me when you know a little bit more about makeup. This color here, it's like a dual color. And when you mix it together, it creates one color like that. It's called Jellyfish, Surfboard, and Aqua Glow. So this one is Aqua Glow, Surfboard, and Jellyfish. Oh my gosh. Absolutely gorgeous. I quit BoxyCharm and I haven't really felt in the mood to do makeup looks or makeup swatches, and then I got sick with COVID, so but we're back, baby. Now we have Ocean Breeze, Shore, and Blue Shadow. Wow, look at those. Look at this one. This one is Shore. That third one, the Blue Shadow, is more like a topper shade, I think, or to be used like here in the corners of your eyes to make your eyes like pop. But the other two, like, look at those blues. If you like blue, then this is the eyeshadow for you. If you don't want to spend Jeffree Star prices, which can get a little bit insane if you're not buying them on sale. The last Jeffree Star palette I bought, I ended up getting it for like $17 or something like that on sale, which I was like, woohoo! I felt like I had won the lottery. Now we have Ocean Child, Soul Free, and Into the Storm. Look at that. This is Into the Storm. This is Soul Child. Wow. And this one is Soul Free. Man, look at that. So beautiful. I love color. Like, color just makes me happy. Makes me feel like summertime. The blues like that. Makes me think of the water and swimming and the sand and the beach. Ooh, that one was a little bit staining. That was In the Storm. Now we have a purple color. And it is Fairy Tale. Wow. Deep Blue. And Ride the Wave. Look at those. This deep blue that is gorgeous. That one's actually called Fairy Tale. This one, Fairy Tale. This is the deep blue. And this one is Ride the Wave. That's a nice green one. Does it make you think of water? Makes me think of the water. So many different colors of water out there. Clear water, blue water, green water, turquoise water. Depending on where you are in the world, what kind of creatures occupy the space, you never know what kind of color of water you're going to get that affects the color. My nose is running like a sieve. Pardon me. We're almost done. We have 5 colors left in the palette. These 5 at the bottom. And they are Seize the Day, Tides, it's like a deep bluish green, Mermaid. So this is Mermaid. Oh no, that has to be Tide. Nope, that was Mermaid. This is Tide. And this is Seize the Day. So pretty. Oh, man. I'm hooked already. I have like 4, 5, maybe 5 or 6 karabeauty palettes now. Like, there's so many karabeauty palettes. It's kind of like ColourPop. Like, they just keep coming out with new eyeshadow palettes and different collections, and it can really go on and on and on. The last 2, navy blue, and of course a black, because eyeshadow, can't have an eyeshadow palette without having a black. So let's just put this aside and we'll go the black. Ooh, it's black. There are black waters out there. And navy blue. Those are dark. And they blend out, like, there's just so much color in those. That's the whole palette. I like to sometimes, after I'm done that, I spray on some setting spray and then leave it for a little while and see how long it lasts, if it shifts or if it rubs off, just to see how the shadows work. But I'm pretty impressed with the way the colors look just on a bare arm like that. They are absolutely gorgeous. But like, look at that. I'm dead. I love it. And you always know if it has staying power by like how well it doesn't come off from when you're using a makeup wipe and it's still sticking to the finger. So I'll get, how much? 16. This is the eyeshadow primer that I used from Avon. It's called Avon True Color. So it's, I know that Avon is an MLM, and I don't like to advertise it, but this primer is like some of the best primer that I've used. You just pop it on and blend it in. Now, I've heard some people say that they never use a primer, and honestly, I think that sometimes you're missing out on how well your eyeshadow could work on itself if you're not using a primer. Primer is intended for a purpose. I got this brush. It's a hipdot brush. I got it in my Ipsy bag last month because I do have a lot of hipdot palettes that I've gotten from BoxyCharm. And when I have an eyeshadow palette, I like to use coinciding eyeshadow brushes just to see if it performs differently with an eyeshadow brush that's intended for the makeup brand. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes the eyeshadow brushes are really crappy and it's impossible to use them, you know. Sometimes they're super picky or too soft and they just make your eyeshadow flop around and doesn't really perform the greatest. Now, I don't ever claim to be a makeup artist. I'm a makeup enthusiast. I don't want anybody to take the wrong perception of what I'm saying or talking about. It's just advice that I would give on a day-to-day basis based on my own usage, not like anything that I've learned from other people. I've been doing makeup for a very long time, and I've never been like super crazy on my makeup. I think the craziest makeup that I did was like the tie-dye makeup where you took a piece of Kleenex like this and you just rubbed it into your palette and then spotched it onto your eye and then all over. It was, what do you call it? Watercolor? The watercolor look. And I live in a very small town, and I was walking down the street and people were like, did you see what she was wearing on her eyes? Like just psst, 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 psst. When they walk by me, husbands, wives, and I'm like, keep your opinions to yourself. Like, just because you're an old ass lady and doesn't know how to even put on mascara, like, that's your friggin' problem. Don't project that shit onto me. Bye. So, people always are going to have an opinion. I'm going to start with just a baby blue undertone called Baby Blue. just to give, and I'm going to put it all over. And I plan on doing both eyes. I'm not just going to do the one eye and then take it all off when I'm done. Now see how well it sticks, adheres to the product, the primer? I bet you if I didn't have a primer on there, you would not even be able to see color at all. But you can see the color that I've laid down perfectly. Now I grab this smaller brush, my go-to brushes from Crown, and I'm going to put down this Ocean Child color. I'm just going to do half of my eye with that. I have a lot of eyelid. Like a huge canvas. I'm just going to blend that in a little bit. I've blended it in a little bit. This eye always gives me trouble because when I was like 3 years old, I was jumping on the bed, singing that song, No More Monkeys Jumping on the Bed, and I fell and frigging smashed my face on the bed springs and like sliced my eye open so bad that I had to go get like 3 or 4 stitches on there. So I find like it affects the hood of my eye, you know, like I hate it, but what can you do, right? It's a scar that you have to deal with. That's the way life goes. Now, in the other area, I'm just going to brush that off on my bed. I'm going to use this color called Fairy Tale. This color right here, the purple color called Fairy Tale. And I'll probably go on. I'm going to use that side with the brush. I'm going to do the other side with my finger to see if it applies better. Of course it does. If it shuts off on me, it's because my camera's stupid and it only allows me to video so much at a time. So I'm going to take, for the corner of my eye, I'm going to take the white sand and just apply it here in the corner to make the corner pop. There. I think that that's it. I don't want to go too insane on the colors, so that is my karabeauty Right the Wave palette. And look. I know it's not like some professional MUA, but it's just everyday makeup that I would do to wear out, even like just to go to the grocery store or anything like that. So if you like this look, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I do lots of content, not just makeup. I do reaction videos and review videos and get ready with me and I try to bring positivity to people because I myself am just searching for positive energy, because I have, you know, my own mental health problems, as we all do. Somebody pointed out that we all have mental health. Sorry, I have my own mental illnesses. Borderline personality disorder. I'm a recovering addict, and I've got PTSD from my last boyfriend and my stupid landlords and all that stuff. So if you want to follow along in my life, in my story, please consider subscribing and following me on my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Those are my social media sites that I have open to the public. My Facebook is locked down pretty tight. That's where I keep all my photos of my children, and I'm not willing to let everybody see those. So I love you guys. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me, even if it's just for a little while. You don't know how meaningful it is to me, and I appreciate any time you spend with me. So I hope that you liked my look. I hope it doesn't make me look like Minnie from that show with Drew Carey. If you all remember that. I'm trying to be myself and bring a light and positivity to other people. So I hope that you find some sort of influence radiate from me. And if not, send this video to your haters, and hopefully that's 2 minutes of their life that they'll never get back. Until next time, I love you guys. I love your time, currency as I call it, because we can never get it back. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and come find me on my socials. Bye. Check out the colors. Oh yeah.